and the Los Angeles Rams. With that, we're off to L.A. for the Rams' home opener in their third season back home. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Love.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Love. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Going to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Ready. 15 grip.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They're going to look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Rashard Higgins, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, refusing to go down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this one will wind up with them losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On the carry, it's Love. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point up and good by Bullock, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Let's go, baby.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Keep going.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. He'll look to throw, and that's complete. It's Sims. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final minute as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookies... This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Haskins to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were
right?
standing up.
It had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line, oh, that was fun.
So for Los Angeles, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date